I had it, bro. I had it, man. Fuck.
Welcome to the Playground Chat, guys. Yes, we're back at it again. Another episode, another milestone. This is episode 30. Welcome to the Playground Chat. My name is Chuma. I'm with my brother here.
I go by the name of Ntshinga Time. Welcome to the Playground Chat.
Yes, sir.
The best sportscast in the land.
Yes, sir.
What's Gucci?
We're back at it again.
What you doing?
Episode 30, bro. Let's take some time and really think about it. This is huge for us. I mean, when we started this, we were on like episode 9. So, shout out to the support. Thank you. We're growing in numbers as well. 225 subscribers. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. We see y'all. But other than that, we're pushing.
We're trying. I just want to say thank you for the people who are loyal to the pod. Every time we drop, before we even actually promote it, we have about 20 people who tune in immediately when we see it and when we drop. And I want to say you guys are loyal and you guys are the people that keep us going. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of the best sportscast in the land. Thank you for understanding that here we have no fear, no favor.
Hey.
Anyone can get it.
Anyone can get it. Pause. We back at it again. Club World Cup. Let's start.
Let's go.
Let's just get into it. Club World Cup. Taking place in 12 venues in 11 cities across USA. Many of the best teams in men's football will compete for the trophy from the 14th of June to the 13th of July 2025. For the first time, the tournament will feature 32 clubs in the same format used in the FIFA World Cup. The teams are divided into 8 groups of 4, playing 3 matches in a round stage, and then semi-finals, quarterfinals, semi-finals, then the final, right? I just wanted to go into some of the groups. There's A to H here. Group A.
Before we get in that, sorry, man. Why are you dressed like the Undertaker today? What's going on?
It's cold, bruh. Cape Town is cold, yo. It's winter, bro. It's June. Remember, we haven't had a cold winter in a while, bro.
I almost said something else. Let's move on.
Nah. Don't say any. Hey, bro, chill out.
I was going to say something. Like, you cold? I was going to say something about being cold.
FIFA World Cup, a Club World Cup groups. Group A, Palmeiras. We've got FC Porto, Al Ahly, Inter Miami. Paris Saint-Germain, Atletico Madrid is also there, Bayern Munich. These are big clubs.
Big clubs around the world. I think, so sorry to cut you off. I think you need to mention the bigger clubs that are around the world. I mean, there's Boca. There's Sundowns. There's Al Ahly. There's the team from Auckland. So I think it's important for us to mention these other clubs.
Yeah.
The reason why is like
they
everyone knows Bayern Munich. Everyone knows Atletico Madrid. But it's these clubs that people are saying won't make it out the group stage. It's these clubs that are saying, niggas are saying won't make it out of this, won't make it out of that. And I think it's important for us to shine light on the underdogs. Yes, the Group A, or the first group you mentioned, has Palmeiras. Palmeiras are only watching for one player. His name is Willian Estavao. He gets to play with Palmeiras at the World Cup before he comes to us. We'll get to Chelsea's group and what I feel about Chelsea's selection, about the team. But in terms of that group, yes, we're expecting the European teams to go by, and they should. But I'm looking at Palmeiras. Palmeiras have a European way of playing. They should do good. We spoke about it when we had, the Brazilian guys here. Yeah, we spoke about the Palmeiras. I think that group, just a reflection on the groups, like,
I like how
I've been listening to a lot of content creators, and they've been speaking a lot about the World Cup groups. And the one section of the fans that I really want to speak to are the Nigerian guys again. The Nigerian guys are speaking about having a lot of representation in the Club World Cup, but there hasn't been a club of theirs that's won the Champions League since 19 And I want to say to you, if every player you guys are saying is a great player is actually English or Spanish or French because they've never played in Nigeria, their parents came on a boat and everything. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with coming on a boat,
I mean,
we're escaping problems.
Yeah.
But let's not equate that to what we're doing here. you know. And I think it's important for a lot of African teams to know there's only 3 countries in Africa. It's Morocco, it's Egypt, it's South Africa, and the rest of Africa. Nigeria, you're the rest of Africa. Congo used to be very up there with TP Mazembe. I don't know what's happening with Mazembe, but Mazembe used to be a World Cup frequenter. So in terms of that, I just needed to clarify to all of those Niger boys that there's no Nigerian team there. And Eze is not Nigerian. Even though he's not playing. Just trying to point out the facts.
The facts.
That it's seldom you find a South African who's willing to play for any other country than South Africa, even if they have the opportunity to do so. Anyway, let's continue to the World Cup. Just
tracking back to what you were speaking about. There are international friendlies that are going on, and one that has just happened.
What are they calling them?
Play-ins.
Play-ins. That really irritates me.
I mean, everything is going to be Americanized, but I hope they don't just change the source of what it is. But anyways, Mamelodi Sundowns beat the American club
Miami FC. It's not Inter Miami.
It's Miami FC. Yeah, 6-0. Easy. That's what I'm saying. Like, in terms of quality, I feel like some of these first world countries are put on a pedestal.
Yes,
but
most of them.
Yeah, they're not. Man,
most of them.
So I'm really excited of.
Mark Mayambele was speaking about it on Soccer Beat, and he's doing his A license in Ireland.
Shout out Mark Mayambele.
And he was saying that Vitboy is 10 times better than these kids that are supposed to be playing for Premier League teams. Well, not supposed to be, but they are. And it's just South Africa's got a structural issue with football. I don't want to go into it again.
No.
But Danny Jordan, fuck you.
Club World Cup prize money.
Now, why you gotta give me like that?
775 million prize pot will be split in between 32 teams, with the tournament winners earning up to 97 million. Clubs will take home a set figure for each round.
Each round, bro.
Group stages, 1.5 million.
US.
Yes. No. This is in pounds. So in US dollars, it's much more. Much less, actually.
Sundowns.
Much
more. In
not in dollars. Dollars is not more than pound, bro.
No, like the pound is going to be stronger. It's going to be less in pounds. It's going to be more in dollars.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I hear you. Round of 16 is 5.8 million pounds. Quarterfinal, 10.1 million pounds. Semi-final, 16.2 million pounds. And the finalists, the loser gets 23.2 million pounds.
These prize monies are bigger than like...
And then the winner.
How much?
30 million pounds.
That's on top of all of those stages. So you go through... So you've got 30 million... to get there,
so in
and
total,
30 million to 60 million you can win.
They're saying in total,
how much can you win?
Dollars, it's about $1 billion.
You can win $1 billion out of the tournament.
Out of the tournament.
Jesus Christ.
They've put on a lot of money towards this. It's 32 teams. They've extended the program.
Let's talk to Khoza real quick. Let's talk to Khoza. Fondine, man. Yeah. Go into there, bocho.
Hey.
Sundowns, Fondine.
We need more representation, eh?
No, but I think Africa, there's one from Tunisia, one from Morocco, one from Egypt, and one from South Africa. Those are the 4 financially well-off countries in this continent, and it shows.
And the 4 wealthy teams, like to even compete. I mean, Al Ahly.
I think Al Ahly is wealthy, but Pyramids is wealthier than them at the moment. But the Pyramids is a plastic club.
Pyramids is new. Remember,
yes,
Al Ahly is a bit.
Al Ahly has got that. It's got je ne sais quoi. Why that? I'm very disappointed with them getting rid of Rhulani, especially because it was his dream to come to this tournament. And now they've got a typical Arab there. And I won't talk about it in the political sphere, but I just think they should have let Rhulani do his thing. Why that didn't qualify again from the Champions League. They won't be playing the Champions League next year. They're still going through turmoil. So the whole point of changing him was a bit amiss, especially with how many South Africans he's brought into the club. Now you're going to get someone who doesn't relate to try and get the best players in the club to play well. So
Rhulani also spoke on an interview, just randomly, now that you're speaking about him, that a potential, Pirates would offer him a contract, he'd take it. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is I don't think Pirates is the right team for Rhulani, not because he's a bad coach, but because Pirates has so many other factors, external factors that pick who to sign. I mean, Pirates is currently in the transfer window signing players, but they don't have a head coach. So, if that's the case, then you need to know that you're going into a club where you're not going to make the decisions. And Rhulani cannot live with that.
Need something.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same problem I had when I went to me as a personal coach, when I went to a club where I had restrictions in what I wanted to do. Yes, it was good in the beginning, but when I really wanted to implement my things in the way that I wanted to, in terms of structure, I'm not talking about playing style. Playing style will always be for the coach.
Yes.
But in terms of structuring the thing, okay, if you do this, this is the repercussion. Now you're structuring the whole institution to you. And Pirates is not a structurable institution. I don't know if you've heard stories about players who were told by their own club owners that tomorrow you're going to go and train in Mayfair. Mayfair is Pirates' home pitch. And let's say you're playing for Bloemfontein Celtic. I'm making an example because I heard it from Bloemfontein Celtic. Yeah. And when Pirates wanted Mayambela, right? When he came to training, they told him, no, you're not training here anymore. That's the difference with Pirates. Pirates tells you, Mfanami, you're going to train in Mayfair, okanye uzoyodlala ball.
Yeah. I mean...
And I get it. And Screamer's passed away. Rest in peace to Screamer. And I thought when Screamer passed away, this would stop. But Pirates are going to continue in this trajectory. But I think it's good. They develop players. But in order to compete, I think we need a different outlook on the game. But it's similar to other even Brazilian teams are going through it. Cruzeiro, I spoke about them last week, a big Brazilian side that just got promoted who are doing similar to Pirates. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel like...
What do you think, though, in terms of like PSL, like in terms of bridging the gap? Do you think, honestly, last time I spoke about this, I had backlash. I'm talking about Pirates and talking about the players that we should sign and saying that we should go outside of the country. Yes. And I got a lot of backlash. And I'm not saying South African players are bad, but I'm saying we're competing against European-trained players.
Look, I think right now at what Mamelodi has done in the league has shown that, look, they've tried to get to in-source players from teams in locally, right, and develop teams. Players, but it hasn't gotten them at that level the way they are right now. So in terms of signing players from outside, I don't feel like it's an issue. I feel like it improves the game. If you bring someone from outside and he's really good, it motivates the players that are inside the team to be like, yo, man, and he comes, this guy's coming from this side and he's in this team and he's doing so well, and we from here, we from these streets. So it's like a psychological, thing that you can fight. So it's good.
I also think so.
It's good.
I think South African players are put on a pedestal.
Yeah. Also. Yeah. And then they get too comfortable. They get too comfortable. And then they start spending money at Konga. And then baby mama drama. Who's that nigga? Lodge? What's happening with...
No, Lodge is playing in Whitehead.
Yeah, no, he's chowing mal. He's the main player at Whitehead. I really Whitehead without Lodge. If Lodge is not there, they cancel the game.
But I'm cheating for.
On to other African news. Senegal becomes the first African team to beat England in 22 games on Tuesday, winning 3-1 in a friendly at Nottingham City's grounds, thanks to goals from Ismailia Sarr, Hadib Diarra, and Sheikh Salabi. Senegal stretched their unbeaten streak to 24 games, while England lost, which included a disallowed late goal from Jude from handball in a build-up. First defeat in 4 games under new manager Thomas Tuchel. Your take on now? This is a real one. This is beautiful because this puts Africa in the eyes of European threat. This now, Senegal just opened the gates for everyone else in Africa to be like, okay, we can also catch some smoke up here. Yeah, bro? Your view on how England has put, obviously the league is at a different level. Let's leave the league. England, the international team, with all these players playing in these leagues. How has this defeat impacted European football versus African football chat, that chat just in general?
I don't think it's impacted much. I think England's issue was that they underestimated these guys. I feel TT needs to play informed players and needs to start playing structurally. It's not a club. Morgan Gibbs-White deserves to play. And I can count various other players who deserve to play over other players that are playing. I just think England, I can only use England as an example. England's media has hyped their own players to a point where they think they're invincible, but they're not. Jude Bellingham is a good player. He's not amazing. And the quicker that English people or the football fraternity realize, the better. Because give me this England. Give Bafana this England in the World Cup.
Aye, who smoked them?
Oh, give really 1v1 versus this finished Kyle Walker. We're smoking them. And I know a lot of people will come at us in the comments, but let's be honest. England is just England with the name.
And the names of the footballers inside the team.
Yeah,
but now what does it say about like the level of international like football? Because Senegal has 24 games unbeaten. That means they're good. Like I mean, bro.
Yeah.
And they're not just beating England. They're not just beating African teams. They're beating some.
I think it's time African teams translate this to the World Cup. It's time that we translate it to the World Cup and dominate these teams in the World Cup. We've bridged the gap in terms of football, technology, and things like that. But we need to just fucking kill these guys now. I think the gap is close enough for us to win, not the World Cup, because obviously it's a disadvantage. I mean, Europe gets 12 or 15 places, we get 4 or 5. So in terms of ratio alone, they're favoring Europeans. But let Romania play Bafana. Let Romania play Nigeria.
Yeah, man. Give me Poland.
Give us those teams
Give
and
play.
And see how they're going. And I think they're not going to do well against us. But because of the way that it's structurally set up, it's a bit fucked up for us. But the more we give them hidings, the more we will show up. And the Club World Cup will play a factor in it. Give these guys hidings. You're playing against Uslan, Sundowns. Give Uslan a hiding. Take them back to Korea. You know what I mean? You're playing against Fluminense. Show them who's hungrier. You know what I mean? I think we need to prove ourselves now as Africans and stop talking about it behind the European Africans. I keep saying there's Africa and there's European Africans. There's a lot of European Africans that are playing for Senegal. There's a lot of European Africans playing for Morocco. We are the only authentically African team that's doing well. I'm not saying anything bad about other ones. It's good. Do you continue? But we have something that other African clubs don't have, and it's a functioning league.
Yeah, man. Shout out Senegal. Congratulations on the win. I think you're a brilliant team. Coach is doing an amazing job, and it's really motivating the other African teams to push forward with you guys. Shout out. On to just one transfer news. It's been confirmed just today. Liverpool finally sealed the deal. Florian Wirtz, 116 million. Yes! Caicedo is no longer the most expensive player in the Premier League. It's fucking Florian Wirtz.
But knowing Chelsea's luck, Florian Wirtz is going to start to prove that he's worth that money. Chelsea always have a bad luck of spending a lot of money for players that are not great. Our biggest transfer fees are for players that didn't last. Romelu Lukaku, Kepa Arrizabalaga,
Ziyech is
Kepa
up there.
Ndikipikaka. You know that how Kepa Ndikipikaka is my worst.
No.
I'm happy we sold him to Arsenal.
I'm looking at these teams.
Arsenal.
Let's just quickly go into these signings. Liverpool have signed Ain't Nori. They've got Ryan Kerkes coming on the left. They've got Frimpong coming on the right.
They've been saving this money.
City has got Ain't Nori on the left. They've just signed Ryan Cherki. They've got Reyners. Those are the 3 signings. Chelsea.
Ryan Cherokee. Don't forget about the January signings. Those are signings. Mamouche.
I don't look they done.
No, look
they
at
already
them proper.
played. They already played in the league. Look, I'm just
in
saying.
6 months, they've spent 250 million euros. No one's talking about it like that.
I know.
With 115 charges as well.
Like I'm talking about in terms of going into the Club World Cup. These are the signings. So I'm really excited. I don't know. On paper, Liverpool and Man City look nice, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Chelsea.
True.
We've got our football academy, first team.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Look, what's the point of getting Kendrick Byers if you're gonna immediately say, nah, he's not good enough, and put him on the back burner? I feel
I saw that.
Chelsea. The ball Dede Buffoon needs to go.
Nah, one more season.
He took Badiashile.
One more season.
He took Badiashile to the Club World Cup, and you still want to give him a chance? No ways, bro. That's a fireable thing in its alone-some.
I agree.
Badiashile.
Yeah.
He's so bad.
He's everybody shield is. But yeah, that's about it from my side, bro. What you got for us?
I'm gonna go through quickly. Because we're going topical today. I'm gonna go through my picks of the greatest MMA fighters of all time. Okay. This is my picks. There are not gonna be many craft snitches in it, even though craft snitching is the way to go. But I'm not the guy with the craft snitcher, so I'm gonna go my top 10. Should I go particular order or no particular order?
I've got the top 10 also.
You've got
there's no order.
Okay, so let's go number 10.
Okay, number 10. Yeah.
You give me your number 10, I'll give you my number. My number 10 of the greatest MMA fighters of all time is Max Blessed Holloway. Reason why. Max Holloway's got the most significant strikes in the UFC history. He's also absorbed the most significant strikes in UFC history. He's guaranteed CTE, but let's leave that part for later. He's guaranteed CTE.
Okay.
No, he is though.
Allegedly.
He is guaranteed. He's probably going to be shaking in 5 years. But what he's done for the sport started early, and what he's achieved. I mean, BMF champion, featherweight, one of the featherweight goats, and the excitement that Max brings. I mean, who forgets UFC 300, him knocking out Justin Gaethje with the last punch of the fight? I mean, no one can forget that. Who you got?
Number 10 for me. I'm not going to go as crazy as him. I'm just going to say who it is and why. Conor McGregor's on my number 10 list. He's on my top 10 list just because of his influence.
Never be Conor in mine.
I feel like O'Connor made the sport a lot more interesting.
He put eyes on it.
Yeah, he made it profitable. You know.
Yeah, true.
He put UFC. A lot of UFC fans are people that used to watch UFC from a long time ago. Yep. And then when Conor came, he was like just a star boy,
fans,
you know. And then I just like how he fought. He did his thing. He became champion, double champion. Double champion was for
he was 145 and 155 champion. The first double champion UFC history.
Exactly. So he did his thing, but I mean, you know, allegedly the other things got to him. I'm not gonna say the other things. But yeah, he released Luthando Ntshinga. But that's my number 10. Conor McGregor.
My number 9 is another double champ. His name is Daniel DC Cormier.
Okay.
I think Daniel Cormier deserves his flowers. Olympic wrestler, 2-time division champion, 205 heavyweight champion. DC.
Number 9, controversial one, still early. Don't know how his career is gonna go.
Area.
No. Number 9 is still Knox. Duplessis. My list is it's just a fan list. There's no credibility in stats or anything. It's just like who I like.
This
number
nigga
9
said still Knox.
Number 9 is Luthando. Still Knox.
Yeah.
Still Knox.
Okay, my number 8. Israel.
Yeah.
The Lost Style Bender. Adesanya. Look, if it wasn't for the Style Bender, I probably wouldn't be such a big of a MMA fan. Shout out to the Style Bender. Shout out what you've done for the sport. I really appreciate it. You're one of the guys that put me onto the sport. I think it's time you retire though, so that we can stop getting beat so badly. But you make it to my number 8. You make it to my top 10.
Yeah, he's also my number 8.
That's nice. That's nice. That's a cool one.
Uh,
Adesanya, he deserves to be in the top 10.
He is. He definitely. What do you mean?
Number 7 for me.
Who's your number 7?
Just need to make sure. Number 7 for me, someone who just came into the game. I could have easily interchanged them between. I think Adesanya, in terms of achievements, is higher than him. But in terms of impact, I'm putting Alex Temporera at number 7. I know that he hasn't been there for a long time, but the impact that he's made. I mean, he finished the greatest middleweight of all time, which is Adesanya. Okay, I get Anderson Silva's going to be higher in my list, but Adesanya is one of the greatest middleweight of all time, the only 2-time middleweight champion in the history of the UFC. He went on to become the light heavyweight champion. He beat Yuri, former champion. He beat Jamal, former champion. And he finished these guys. Poatan.
Number 7 for me. I think Poatan is a little bit higher on my list.
Okay.
So I'll just go with a new one also for me. Marab. I
yes, I think he deserves it. That's the last one.
I like Marab.
That's some MMA knowledge right
there. I like Marab.
No, but you know,
you put
Marab
me on this shit.
in terms of stats.
Yeah.
He's the greatest bantamweight of all time.
Yeah, he's number
better
4
than all
in
them, yeah.
He's number 4 in pound for pound.
Pound for pound at the moment.
It's
yeah,
crazy.
It's crazy.
So Marab goes at number 7 for me. Definitely. He's just relentless, man. He doesn't give up. He's been knocked out, but I mean, every time you step into a ring, just make sure that you have enough energy, because that bra doesn't stop. So Marab goes into number 7 for me.
Number 6, I'm going for 13 defending champion in the UFC. Right? Demetrius Mighty Mouse.
Nice.
In terms of just stats, he should be GOAT. But because of the weight division, the quality of opposition, I'm going to put him at number 6, Mighty Mouse.
My number 6, I don't know why I have this nigga here. He was actually supposed to be lower. But we'll put then Alex Porter.
At 6. I think it's a good number.
6, above Marab. It's just above Marab.
Now we're going to the top 5.
Yes.
Number 5 for me. He's illuminated by God. He's going to beat Ilia Topuria for the undisputed lightweight, don't come at me, it's a mistake. Lightweight championship of the world. He's going to be a 2-time lightweight champion. His name is Charles Du Bronx Oliveira. Du Bronx has to be in my top 5. Du Bronx is one of the epitomes of persistence. He's a guy who lost a lot of his beginning UFC fights and wasn't good enough, and something clicked in him and he was illuminated by God. And he was wearing, when he has the gold hair on, you know it's a Charles day. Charles Oliveira.
Number 5.
Let me tell you statistically why. The most submissions in UFC history, the most finishes in UFC history. This guy is already a UFC Hall of Famer and he's still active. Charles Du Bronx.
Nah, Charles is a little bit higher for me, bro.
Oh, you put Charles higher?
Yeah, he's a bit higher.
No, I'm happy. He's still happy about the list. Number 5.
I've got 5, Khabib.
You gotta beat this guy up, dog.
Khabib is in my list.
They gotta burn you, dog. They gotta throw paraffin on you and burn you.
I feel like, yes, career ended early. Yes, he achieved a lot within that time, but I still feel like no one could really beat him, man. Like, I mean, you can say, yeah, his career ended early, but he fought everyone that was thrown at him, and he beat every single person. So, I mean,
he did.
He's relentless, but I don't think he's above Charles. So, I'll put my boy there. Ooh.
Damn.
Khabib.
Khabib. Is that number 5?
Khabib is number 5.
At number 4, then I put in the Eagle.
Okay.
The Eagle is at number 4.
I've swapped them. I put the Bronx on top.
The Eagle is number 4, the greatest lightweight of all time. I know Islam has surpassed him in terms of achievements, but Islam had close fights. I don't remember Khabib getting hurt. I don't remember Khabib being in a close fight or losing a round.
It's a problem.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Conor, and that was the day that we knew.
That was number 4, no?
Yeah, number 4.
My number 4 is Charles the Bro. So he's 4.
Number 3, It's going to be a little controversial one for some people. But for me, it's Alexander, the great Volkanovski.
Yeah.
What can I say about Volkanovski? 2-time featherweight champion. Yeah. Beat Max Holloway 3 different times. He beat somebody on the top 10 list 3 different times. Different breed. Not much more I can say to that.
Nah, Volk is my also number 3.
Wow!
Yeah, it's
that
interesting.
means you got Ilya too. No ways, dog. Fuck that. Anyway, number 2. Oh shit! I actually fucked it up. But I'll tell you why I didn't put him in. The guy I'm not gonna put in.
John.
Number 2, I'm not gonna put John in.
Yeah.
No,
Let's not put John. We don't need him.
I've got a problem with John.
Besides that, let's just put him out. Because
we all know everyone says John.
John.
Everyone says John.
Let's leave John.
Okay, number 2 for me is the Spider. Anderson Silva. The Spider. I don't have to say much. Just watch Anderson Silva highlights and you'll know.
Yeah. I actually did not get, and I know he's the greatest UFC fighter of all time, but I didn't want to put these guys like what you know, but I didn't want Moicic. I don't want
Miocic. I don't think Miocic is better than
I didn't want these niggas, yeah, bro. So we are number 2 now. Have to give my goat. But number 1 is obvious for me. But every two, give him my goat. Number 2, Ilya Topuria. Bro, my brother. Let me just.
He's got Ilya on top of Khabib. He's got Ilya on top of Adesanya. He's got Ilya on top of real niggas who've really done an impact in the game. Wow. I give it to him.
Ilya Topuria, the next El Matador.
Next weekend,
the greatest.
The El Matador loses to the Bronx.
He's coming. Give him time. He's coming.
Nah.
Number 1.
Who's your number? George Rush, St. Pierre. Okay. There's nothing for me. I don't have to say nothing. If you're an MMA fan and you don't say George Rush, I don't know.
I'm not an MMA fan, but I love watching it. And my favorite fighter right now.
Blasphemous.
And the person that I feel like is the greatest in the sport currently is my boy Islam Makhachev.
Wow.
That is number 1. That is my number 1.
This guy's got some recency bias in his thing, bro.
Islam
almost lost to Poirier, dog.
You are my number 1, bro. You have made me
That's the worst MMA enjoy in my life on that side.
UFC. You know, all these guys are coming to the ring talking too much, and you tell them, actually, don't talk to me. Let's fight. And then you move them. That's what I like about you, my king. Islam Makhachev, number 1.
So those are all top 10 MMA fighters of all time. We'll put a list on both sides.
Yeah.
You'll tell us who's got the best 10. I honestly think this guy's got recency bias.
It's okay, but we'll see. Live. Well, this is the new fan, and this is like for
it's many years. It's many years. I started watching MMA maybe 2017.
Okay.
And started properly supporting it later. But I like your list. I feel like I can't knock the fighters on the list. I just think it's a little bit of bias of recency. But yeah, let's go into the game.
The game. Here we go.
So how the game works is...
Oh, you want this now? This neat.
How the game works is we're going to choose...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the USA, yeah. Ambassador for Sundowns.
A big controversial thing. Really? A Pirates legend.
He is.
He's a Mamelodi Sundowns legend.
Do you know why he's in the Pirates legend? I'll tell you why. Teko Modise was in his prime playing for Pirates, right? He was in his prime playing for Pirates, but is he a Pirates legend? No, because he hasn't won anything with the club.
Yeah, you could say that the Pirates groomed him.
Yes,
you know,
he didn't win anything with the club. He won only things with Sundowns, and he's a Sundown legend for that thing. Give me somebody who's won something with my club. I respect Teko. I think Teko did well for Pirates, and he's the streets won't forget.
Yeah, we will never forget him.
But he's not a legend for Pirates. He hasn't won shit for us.
Shout out Teko though.
But shout out Teko.
No, but I understand the controversial part because it's like he he epitomized. He was the guy.
The face of Pirates.
Yeah, he was the face of Pirates, at the time. And I understand because a lot of people watch Pirates to watch Teko, and then he left, and then he won everything, and then.
But Pirates always has that one player that people come to watch. Pirates are more of a fan-oriented club.
Clate.
Sekholela.
All the wingers.
Sekholela.
Opa Manyisa.
We've so I think Teko was one of them, but Teko is a legend in South African football. But is he a Pirates legend? No. As a Pirates fan, no.
Yeah.
So we go to the game. There's another question. The game.
The game, let's go.
So me and Chuma are going to Siva's going to give us a countdown. And on the countdown, what we're going to do is we're going to say a team
in Europe.
And we're going to find a player that's played for both clubs afterwards.
First to 3 wins. I've been catching so many hands in these past games, and I've been hearing y'all. You've been saying about Chuma's always losing. It's fine, man. It's a game, but I'm gonna take it seriously this time. Watch out. Let's go. Countdown, bro. Let's go.
If he does that, he's gonna lose again.
Just go.
3-2-1. Go 3-2-1, not 1-2-3, please. 3-2-1.
Spurs.
You can think. There has to be. There's a boy that came. Tell.
No, he's not. He's from Bayern.
He played for Dortmund.
No, you can't. No, don't search. No searching.
No, Tell played for Dortmund.
Don't search TE player.
No, I'm saying Tell Dortmund.
Okay, that's your answer, ne? You done. Wait.
Yeah. Tell.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Dortmund. Just count down, but because it's gonna.
No. It hasn't played for Dortmund. I'm wrong with Tell.
Dortmund.
What's your answer?
Nah.
Give an answer so we can go to the next one.
No, no, no.
I had one. I have one. Can we go? Are we done? Answer something.
Wait, no.
And then I have a chance.
Nah, you don't have.
Why?
Early round. We go to the next one. Nah, it's done, bro. I don't know.
Ivan Perisic. I'm not getting the point. But Ivan Perisic played for both.
He played for. Yeah, he did. No, but it's done. No one gets that point.
No
so
one
if
gets
he
the
answers
point.
and he's wrong, it's done. We move on to the next one. Let's go. Another one. Man United. Come on,
do it
dog.
again. I'm sorry. I'm late. So sorry.
Easy.
Wolves.
Spurs. No,
don't do that. Don't do that. Let's start it over. No, don't do that.
Start over.
Again. Start it over. Don't do that. Chelsea.
Man United.
One matter.
Sancho.
Now we both
right. They both.
But we both at the same time. What happens? Who was first?
We said it at the same time.
Okay. So
let's leave it. Next. Yeah, this is getting interesting. Okay, come.
Next.
Yeah.
3-2-1. Count it down.
Chelsea. Nah.
No.
Go.
Dortmund.
Liverpool.
Emre Can.
Okay. That's one. Emre Can did play for both.
I've got 1-0 now. Let's go.
I was thinking about the Spurs one for that one.
Go.
Anyway, let's go.
3-2-1 again.
City. Come on, nigga.
Sorry. Go again. Man
Arsenal.
United.
No, Sanchez.
Yeah, he's got it.
Sanchez.
Alexis traitor.
Sanchez.
Alexis is a traitor. It's 1-1. Chelsea.
Nah, nigga. Chill out. Brentford.
Dortmund.
Nah, equal, bro. Brentford to Dortmund.
Go another one.
Madrid. Boo. Okay.
Go again. Go again.
Crystal Palace.
My faith, man. I said go
Come on.
Dortmund.
Yeah.
Okay, again.
AC Milan.
Ronaldinho.
João Felix.
I said Ronaldinho first.
I said João Felix.
I said Ronaldinho first. At the same. 2-2. Give it
2-2. All
right, last one. Winning one.
Is it?
Barcelona. Fabregas.
Fuck!
Puta!
Henry, bro.
I did it again. I wiped the floor with this guy, dog. Call him a mop.
One more.
Call him a mob.
One more. Let's just see. Let's just see if it's real. Inter Milan.
Ivan Perisic. Jose Mourinho.
Thank you for the
Jose Mourinho.
Thank you for coming for this. What? What am I saying? Pause.
That's a titty dance. Oil him up. Oil him up.
I promise I'll win the lotto. Thank you again, guys. Thank you for coming through the episode. It's been good, episode 30. Thank you, Cloudy Deliveries, for the space. Episode 30, man. My name is Chuma. I'm with my brother here.
I go by the name of Chuma. Thank you for tuning in to the best sports cast in the land. Once again, we've done it again. I don't want to talk much. I beat this guy's ass, and I'm going to beat those niggas in Mitchell's Plains ass tomorrow.
He's not
tell you
beating
that.
my ass.
Shout out!
He's not. Pause.
We pray that Allah know you bring wahala. Smoke a Muslim, watch you like a nala. She pray for friends a day, I stay around. When the nights feel cold, the Gweli Gala. Summer days make their judgment of the cloud. Marching on progress, so just Gweli Gala.
I had it, man.
And I'm screaming forever, and I'm shining together. Every day like welders.
I had it.
Into the ground, so it sound like the devil. Flowing so hot, so I sound like a candle. I only listen if it's by some revenue. Yeah, I tell the baddies I got it. Bougie as fuck, yeah, wanna got it. She check the drip, yeah, cancel I got it. All made dress shirt, vintage designer. Poorly, I need my wrong. Been in this bitch, yeah, I got Zoam.
Like directly competitive. It was nice.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
Cloudy Deliveries won another competition.
I need Raga.
Hosted by Sundowns this time around.
Hey, Chonga. Hey, the cake.
Keep moving, Gents. Push.
Yeah.
Same time.
I have to mask.